You would think that with the beginnings, the baby steps of disengagement taking place in Eastern Ladakh on those 4 friction points, things are going to be a little calmer in Ladakh now, and India's security forces get to breathe out a little. Well, nothing could be further from the truth, because China is a country that cannot be trusted to sustain its pledge and promises to disengage. And that's why the Indian Air Force, the Indian Army are on high alert. And there's only one channel and one journalist that has complete access to this operational readiness and what it really looks like, day and night. That's the sound of a country that doesn't sleep. When day turns to night, there's no downtime here in the combat zone. Because even as China takes the first baby steps to pull back from Eastern Ladakh, the Indian Air Force has raised its operational preparedness levels in Ladakh to maximum. And what you're looking at is proof of the red alert. 24/7, non-stop, no compromise. Earlier, we showed you high-tempo Apache attack chopper operations by day. And now, the most feared rotorcraft in the world gets set to prowl in the darkness. Pilots strapped in, these formidable machines are fully equipped for the night hunt. And India today gets exclusive and complete access.
2 days ago, we showed you the day operation of Indian Air Force near China border. Tonight, we will show you how Indian Air Force works 24/7 to protect our border.
The Apache's night eyes lie in this sensor on the Apache's chin, the pilot's night vision sensor. Along with the day-night target acquisition system, the feed from this sensor goes directly to the pilot through his helmet-mounted system. The Indian Apaches flying in Ladakh are flying with Hellfire precision-guided munitions, rockets, and a devastating 30mm chain gun. But the true brain of the Apache, especially at night, isn't visible in these dark images. Don't be fooled by how innocuous that structure looks as it sits above the Apache's rotor. That's the AN APG-78 Longbow fire control radar. That little sensor enables target detection while the Apache is behind obstacles like hills and mountains, allowing the helicopter to launch an attack before it is even seen.
The night operations have an inherent element of surprise. The Indian Air Force is fully trained and ready to undertake entire spectrum of operations in any environment with the help of modern platforms and motivated personnel. This airbase is well equipped and ready to undertake and support the operations on both fronts simultaneously.
जिस तरह के हालात अभी बॉर्डर पर बने हुए हैं, हमारा जोश जो है इस समय आसमान से भी ऊंचा है और भारतीय वायुसेना का हर एक वायुयोद्धा, हर एक वायुयान पूरी तरह सक्षम है और हम किसी भी परिस्थिति के लिए इनसे निपटने के लिए एकदम तैयार हैं।
The lack of light is no hindrance to this beast of a chopper. In fact, it brings its own advantages. But the Ladakh darkness is seeing more than just the Apache flex its muscle on combat patrols. That's the unmistakable double chop of the Chinook. The iconic tandem rotor heavy lift helicopters that are pulling their weight even in the darkness. Chinook pilots in Ladakh are similarly making full use of the helicopter's night vision systems, giving them complete freedom to fly and operate in the combat zone.
Amid the tension with China, Air Force is carrying out whole night operation. Message is loud and clear. We are ready with 24/7.
And away from the war helicopters, Indian Air Force jets like MiG-29s and Su-30s are also keeping the tempo of combat flights uninterrupted. The clock never stops. War readiness is non-negotiable here in Ladakh. With Manjeet Negi in Ladakh, Bureau Report, India Today. You know, Manjeet Negi is the only journalist with complete access to India's forces in Ladakh. And that's the reason why our reporting on the China story is up close and personal. No representative images. This is India's war readiness as it's happening in Ladakh. Of course, we will not be showing you anything sensitive or anything that might compromise the forces. That is our highest priority. India Today's Manjeet Negi is in Ladakh. He joins me live from there. Manjeet, amazing reporting, fantastic images of India's war readiness, and the biggest takeaway from your reporting, Manjeet, is that there is no clock, there is no stopping of these operations. Whether it is day, whether it is night, our forces are always ready and operations are always on.
Thank you, Shiv. And well, we have spent more than 6 hours at the forward air base near Ladakh border, and we have seen that the Air Force, beside this some troop withdrawal, Air Force carrying out the nighttime combat patrol whole night and also in a day.
Yes.
And Air Force using its all assets and extensive night patrolling using its all assets, including the fighter aircraft like Su-30, MiG-29, Jaguar, and also the attack helicopter like Apache and the transport helicopter Chinook.
Yes.
So now we have learned that the clear direction from the air headquarters that the Air Force should not lower its guard and ready to 24/7.
Manjeet, you know, are there going to be more operations? You know, Abhi, right now there is a small disengagement taking place, but your report suggests that even though there is a disengagement taking place in some areas, operational readiness will not suffer. The tempo of operations will be maintained.
Well, Shiv, we have learned that till the Chinese did the complete will do the complete withdrawal from the
Yes.
Galwan and other area, Air Force will continue its full readiness and the clear direction from the air headquarters and from the south block that the day and night combat patrol will continue, and the and also in the we have seen that especially the 3 air bases near Ladakh
Yes.
border. Air Force using its all assets, fighter aircraft, transport helicopter, Apache helicopter, and all assets and the equipment to
Yes.
counter the enemy.
Manjeet, thank you very much for that. First and exclusive and up close with our forces as they remain 24/7 ready for any challenge that might emerge in Ladakh. Manjeet, thank you very much for getting us that report. We'll keep going back to him. Remember, Manjeet is in Ladakh, and while he's there, the best reporting always will be here on India Today. It's been 2 months since the India-China standoff began near the line of actual control. Ladakh is now witnessing a large military deployment. It has been so far, and now the baby steps of disengagement have begun. You saw that report where Manjeet showed you Indian Airpower at night, but before that he also captured it in full daylight where the world could see it. Take a look at how India's air power is being flexed in airspace over Ladakh.
It's been over 2 weeks since the bloody Galwan clash and 2 months since India's biggest recent military standoff began. Ladakh, since then, has witnessed a massive, unrelenting increase in deployments in forward areas. On Friday came Prime Minister Modi's strongest ever message to China from Leh Ladakh. And now, India's air power muscle on full unapologetic display. You're looking at frontline fighter jets in the combat zone. Making the nation's intent clear, India won't back down.
We have seen Air Force have deployed all its fighters, including Su-30, Mirage 2000, MiG-29, also helicopter like Chinook and Apache on forward bases. The preparedness suggested that Air Force is fully ready to go for any operation against the enemy.
India's fighter jets are in the skies over Ladakh on combat air patrols, prowling for trouble, sending out a clear message. Other aircraft are being used to carry equipment and troops into the area at short notice. This is an Indian Air Force MiG-29, a twin-engine fighter jet. Fast, super agile, and armed with lethal air-to-air missiles, a terrible enemy to make in the air. The Sukhoi 30, an air dominance jet with a formidable ability to outflank the enemy. From transporting arms and ammunition to monitoring and surveillance, air operations near Ladakh's combat zone have never seen this kind of tempo.
चीन से लगने वाली भारत की सरहद पर भारत के हजारों सैनिक तैनात हैं, जिनके लिए वायुसेना अहम भूमिका निभाती है, खासतौर से फॉरवर्ड पोस्ट पर सैनिकों को पहुंचाने से लेकर उनके हथियार, राशन की अहम जिम्मेदारी होती है। और इसी तरह से चिनूक, अपाचे, चेतक, चीता जैसे हेलीकॉप्टर से मुश्किल हालात, खराब मौसम के बावजूद एयरफोर्स के एयर वॉरियर इन मिशन में लगातार लगे रहते हैं।
The Air Force's new AH-64E Apache attack helicopters, formidable for their eyes and weapons, capable of mounting stealthy attacks in the mountains from places where they can't even be seen. Originally from Punjab, they're loving the thin mountain air of their temporary operational home.
और इस वक्त अपाचे हेलीकॉप्टर चीन से लगने वाली सरहद पर तैनात है। यह हेलीकॉप्टर खासतौर से माउंटेन वॉरफेयर के लिए बेहतरीन माना जाता है। और इस वक्त यहाँ मौजूदा हालात में चीन सरहद पर खासतौर से एयर मेंटेनेंस और यहाँ पर जो सेना तैनात है उनकी मदद के लिए यहाँ पर तैनात किया गया है।
Alongside the Apaches are these American Chinooks, heavy-lift helicopters with those iconic tandem rotors, now central to the Indian Air Force's air bridge, being used to rush men and materials at lightning speed, literally anywhere on the border. The Indian Air Force and the Army are in top gear.
Every air warrior at this base, and not only here, across the entire Indian Air Force, is fully trained and capable of meeting any challenges in front of them. Our Josh has always been high, and we will always touch the sky with glory.
Airpower will play a very crucial role in this area, both in combat and combat support roles. We have all the resources in terms of men and machine to meet all the challenges.
With Manjeet Negi in Ladakh, Bureau Report, India Today.
Well, remember, Chinese troops have pulled back from the Galwan Valley, but India continues to expedite its border construction to be prepared for any adversity. Remember, border construction has been the key irritant that has led to this current standoff. But one of the biggest messages that India has sent out to China, even with this disengagement, is that India will continue to build highways, bridges and roads in Ladakh. Take a look. Manjeet Negi is right there with those building these roads.
India is in full operational mode even as Chinese troops begin a limited pullback from flashpoints in eastern Ladakh. Vigilance hasn't slipped even a little, and as troops step back from the front lines, this is the big message India is sending out. That the chief irritant that sparked the standoff will not pause even for a moment. Road construction activity has been beefed up near the line of actual control for better connectivity with the northern sectors. This bridge, which you are seeing on your screens, did not exist 3 months ago. The Border Roads Organization has built a concrete bridge in place of a Bailey bridge in a record time of 3 months.
पहले इस सड़क पर इस तरह के पुराने लोहे के पुल बनाए गए थे जिन्हें वैली ब्रिज कहा जाता था, और अब वीआरओ ने पिछले 3 महीने के अंदर एक तरह से कह सकते हैं रिकॉर्ड समय में एक नया मजबूत पुल पर तैयार किया है, जिस पर सेना की बड़े वाहनों की, बड़े हथियारों की आसानी से आवाजाही हो सकती है.
We have made this bridge in a day and night working over it. in a record time of 3 months. Now it is the capability of carrying the 70 tons. That means any sort of load can be carried out to the LAC. Government has given us a mandate to construct, so we don't have any concern with the who's objecting and what.
India's determined efforts to press on with infrastructure in Ladakh is historic and comes after decades of neglect. And this is not the only bridge which has been erected. There are 2 more such bridges which have been made to assist the troops in transferring heavy armored vehicles like tanks.
आर्मी ट्रूप्स का गन टो करके लेके जाता था। उस गाड़ी का ये कर्व में दिक्कत होता है। अभी इसको हमने नेगोशिएट करने के लिए हमने ये नया ब्रिज बनाया।
India today travelled further, where another Bailey bridge on a river near Nimu is being turned into a concrete one. BRO is building 40 strategic bridges in Ladakh, of which 20 have been completed in the last 3 years. This, according to the BRO, is one of the major reasons for Chinese belligerence.
इस वक्त हम आपको एक्सक्लूसिव तस्वीरें दिखा रहे हैं लाइन ऑफ एक्चुअल कंट्रोल पर किस तरह से सेना की आवाजाही को आसान बनाने के लिए सामरिक सड़कों और पुलों का निर्माण का जो काम है वो तेजी के साथ हो रहा है। खासतौर से पिछले 3 सालों में चीन से लगने वाली लद्दाख में जो 1200 किलोमीटर लंबी लाइन ऑफ एक्चुअल कंट्रोल है वहाँ पर ऐसे सामरिक जो पुल हैं उनका निर्माण का काम तेज हुआ है। खासतौर से अगर सरकार की बात की जाए, मोदी सरकार ने पिछले सालों में चीन के साथ ऐसी सड़कों और पुलों के निर्माण पर काफ़ी जोर दिया है।
The construction of these roads have been a challenging task, but will be of great importance in case of any worst case scenario at the borders. The network of roads and bridges will ensure development, defense and sovereignty. With Manjeet Negi in Nimu, Ladakh, Bureau Report, India Today.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.